Hi, my name is Jason Hite, and today I want to talk a little bit about who I am and why I'm bringing this Kickstarter to you. I've been a sculptor and product designer since about 1998, full-time, and I worked for a company called Disguise Inc., developing a proprietary product, which is just my own designs, as well as working on licensed product for companies like Disney and Marvel, Hasbro. Got to work on some amazing movie projects for retail marketing, and learned quite a bit in those years that I've worked there. And then in late, I'd say 2008, 2009, I worked with Clive Barker for a little while, and he really opened my eyes to a lot of different art and mediums and just the whole creative process. And then, so after I worked with him, I started doing gallery shows, and I had a pretty good amount of success in doing those, and learned a lot about just that type of environment. All that being said, I'm also an avid gamer. I've been gaming since I was very little. My grandfather was a chess champion in Hungary, so he was a very good chess player and a great gamer. So he helped teach me how to play card games and dice games, and I played a little bit of chess with him growing up. By far, the biggest gaming influence in my life is my dad. Not only is he an avid just gamer in general, will play pretty much any game you want with him. He introduced my friends and I to Dungeons and Dragons when I was about 10 years old. And from there, my friends and I started playing our own games using a generic universal role-playing system, otherwise known as GURPS. And so I've kind of kept that that gaming bug has sort of been in me, all my life. So I play games with my kids, almost on a daily basis. We play chess, we play other games, board games, and I've watched the gaming community, the tabletop game community, grow over the past few years into something that I'm just amazed by. With all the 3D printing technology, miniatures have just exploded in terms of the detail and the amount of just the characters are just so amazing. They blow my mind, and I think that in of itself is also a form of art. So I wanted to bring together something that a marriage of my love for surreal art and sculpture with my love for gaming, and kind of marry those two together. So I have like a whole line of products that I want to do, and I have a few of them here that I'll talk about in a couple minutes. But the first one that that's ready to go is called the Surreal Dice Tower, and this is inspired by the works of Zidlaw Beksinski. He was a Polish painter who passed away in 2005. Very tragic. But anyway, his works are just amazing to me, and I think that his works have influenced other artists. And I wanted to do something that was sort of inspired by him, but I still am crossing that bridge, or trying to link my love for art, surreal art and gaming, into the Surreal Dice Tower. So right here I have the first. I just got this today. This is the first pre-production sample. It's packed in styrofoam. So this is made of a type of poly resin. It's all nicely packed. So this is get all the little fuzzes off there. So this is the first sample. They did a really great job. They put some nice little feet on the bottom of it. It's a nice sturdy resin, but it's also got a little bit of flex and give to it. So if you were to drop it, it'd probably take a lot to break this. I'm not going to say it's indestructible, because I'm sure if you threw it hard enough or hit it hard enough, it would break. But I wanted to, really make something that was very, this is going to be sitting on the table with you while you're playing games. So you just drop your dice in. And oh my gosh, I rolled a 20 on the first. You can't see it, of course, because it's on camera. Let's see. I rolled a 20. Now it's the 14. But anyway, so it's got some internal stairs inside, so that when your dice go in, they hit those stairs and bounce around inside of it. So that way, it's very hard for you to cheat. So because it bounces around on the inside, you can't really cheat with this thing. So no fake rolling die. You got to let it drop. So this is the dice tower. So this is the first product that I want to do that combines my love for surreal art and gaming. And I'm really impressed with the paint job and the way that it came out. I can't wait to do some of these other products I have planned. So behind it here, this is the first time I'm actually talking about it. I've been working on it for a few months, but this is an idea for a game. It's very similarly sculpted, kind of fits with the dice tower, but this is basically like a stackable game, and I don't want to get into too much detail, but this is a prototype that I'm still working on. I'm going to put that back. I don't want to talk too much about it yet. I also have some other little pieces that go with these other games. So this is all part of the same, all goes with this dice tower idea. Also, I am working on these little biomechanical walls. This is a curved, slightly curved biomechanical wall, and when you have, of course, I only have one right here. I've cast a whole bunch of these, but I only have one that I got ready. But when you put these side by side, they actually make like a round 15-inch chamber with an 11-inch playing space. So you can make, the idea is that I'm going to do I've got the flat wall, I've got the curved wall, I also have a flat wall. I'm going to do some corners and things like that, so you can make your own, spaceships or environments that are, very Giger-esque, alien-ish. So these are really exciting, and these are all done. I'm doing all these in ZBrush because the detail is so tight. I can't, I'm a pretty good sculptor, but I'm used to sculpting, 1-to-1 scale things like masks and gun, costume accessories and swords. All those fit on the human body, and they're all 1-to-1 scale. So I don't do a lot of miniature work, but with ZBrush, I've been able to do a lot of really interesting things that I wouldn't normally be able to do by hand because I just don't have. I mean, maybe I could do this in clay, but I'm having a lot of fun in ZBrush with this. So anyway, that's a little bit about me, and I hope you like the products that I want to be coming out with. We're going to be starting with the dice tower, and hopefully, if that's successful, I'll start doing some of these other projects that I have already been developing, and we'll go from there.